What's up? What's up? Hello. Oh my God. And welcome. Welcome to my first podcast episode. I am recording blindly, not knowing where this will go, where this adventure will go, or how far it will take me, or what avenues I'll be led into. But this is a telling sign for me that although I am scared of many different things for many different reasons, I am jumping in blindly. I'm doing it scared, but I'm also doing it with an open heart because these this aspect of my life is something that I thoroughly enjoy doing, I've always loved connecting with people, and I've always loved being able to talk about things freely, and although some topics can be very serious, there are other topics that can be fun and hilarious, and I'll just add my little quirky dorky moments. But in either case, thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate it, and I'm hoping that this will be a blessing, right, for you and for me. This journey that I'm about to embark on is also for me and my own personal growth. There is, if I have to be, no, not have to be, if I'm going to be 100% honest, there is a lot of myself, of who I feel I truly am, I feel has been lost for quite a bit. Maybe even quite a few years. And even though that little aspect of me hasn't really been completely gone forever, an abyss of awayness in my life, I just feel like it's just been buried under a lot of other things. And now in this new year, because my birthday is here, I am checking off my list. No more delaying, no more stopping myself, no more putting things on pause because of how I may look, or my hair's not right, or I got a pimple in my face, or my son just woke up from a nap, so I gotta just stop and, do it all again. No, none of that. There is no more excuses. The time is now, and I'm gonna roll with the punches. Wherever distractions or holdups may happen, I'm just going to keep pushing the gas forward. Because honestly, if I want to go anywhere, I have to keep moving. If anybody wants to get anywhere, don't we have to keep moving? How can we expect to go anywhere if we keep putting things on pause? You feel me? And so these are things that I would often tell other people whenever I feel like, okay, someone that I know comes up to me and they're telling me their woes, and I give them I give them advice that I myself am not following, but my advice makes sense. But for me, it's not clicking. Who relates? Okay, who relates with me? So, enough of that. It's time to be helpful to others, but as well as helpful to myself. And maybe, just maybe, the more I give myself to you guys and open myself up to conversation, it'll be more of a self therapeutic thing for myself as well. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't happen. But anyway, this podcast is as much for me as it is for yourself. You've heard it in my intro. There will be bumps and blockages and all that, but that's what makes me unique, authentic, and ready to embrace it all. And you know what? As my first episode, I look forward to a year from now, or even 2 or 3, to go back in time and say, oh my God, look how far I've come from just saying, you know what, girl, your birthday's tomorrow, press play today, and start. Just start and see where it takes you. And I want to have that moment. So here I am, beginning. Real quick, because I'm not going to drag out this episode to be 20-30 minutes, but let's just say, in honor of just beginning, I'm opening up the first topic to be what are some steps that you can take to be unstuck, to move forward, to begin again? So the first one I would say is to just be proactive. Like from what I'm doing right now, this is me being proactive. My son is taking a nap. I'm not even really whispering, but he's out there in La La Land, and my other son is with his dad. So I said, okay, prop up my hair real quick, it's not the best, and slap on some lipstick and get it going. That's it, get it going. Just start talking, start doing. I'm not like wearing shorts right now. I turned off my fan for sound quality, so I'm hot, but I'm doing it. And so whatever it is that you feel like you want to do, be proactive about it. Make a move. You want to start writing books, start writing things in a journal, like all of that. You want to learn how to play, an instrument. Buy what you need to buy and start finagling with it. Start listening to YouTube things if you can't afford a class. Try to engage and make moves and open yourself up to those things that you want to get started, and just start, begin. I don't care how retarded I sound right now. I'm just starting it. I'm beginning. I'm talking. I'm opening myself up to you. I'm being vulnerable. And quite frankly, I don't want to say might. I don't want to say might. I think I'm going to say I am going to be as open and vulnerable as I possibly can to let you inside of my story, my life, how it has unfolded, where it began and where it is and where I hope for it to go along the way as I record each podcast and get more and more adjusted and comfortable with it. You know what I mean? Because don't get it twisted. Like right now I'm a little like, and I want to judge myself. And I'm stopping it. That's it. No, it is what it is. Take it or leave it. I am going to take this entire episode and be like, all right, there it is. It's not perfect, may not be perfect, or maybe it is perfect. I don't know. But either way, I'm doing it because this is mine now. Another thing that can help you is just to get organized. I don't know if you're anything like me. When I see disorganization, my OCD is like, oh my God, y no puedo funcionar. Like I can't function. I'm looking at that mess and I'm looking at this mess and I'm looking, nothing is in its place to kind of create a sense of relaxation. And if your mind is looking at everything that you have to do, all those to-dos staring you in the face, is going to stop you from the very thing you want to start. I know because it's happened to me multiple times. For example, if I need to record a voiceover recording for whatever job I got going on, I'm not thinking about that because I see the mess on my desk and I have to clear that mess on my desk. So get organized, folks. Let's get it together. I know things happen, especially with us who have children. Messes happen, but if we do our best to kind of just keep things organized, everything kind of like, in its functional place where we can work with it. Doesn't have to be perfect, although we wish it was. Have it functional enough for you enough to be like, okay, now I could do what I need to do. I feel good about it. You know what I mean? Start small. You don't have to start big. Right now, I'm not in my own studio. Do I want to see myself in my own studio? Hell to the yeah, of course. Do I want to see myself on that big screen, having my own show? That would be dope as hell. That would be so freaking awesome. But you start with where you're at. Start small. You're just beginning, and embrace these little beginnings, because these little beginnings that we allow ourselves to have is humbling. Trust me when I tell you it's humbling, because when you get there, and you have to lead with when, not if, when you get there, again, you look back and you're like, oh, damn, that's amazing. Amen. And yes to all of that. You know what I mean? Like high five. I praise it. You know what I mean? So start with where you're at. It is all good in the hood. Oh, babe. What is next? Let's focus. Let's focus on ahora. What's happening right now? We can have our idea of where we want to be, and that's great. And often it's very helpful to envision it and envision it often. I have lately been doing so much of that that it is starting to begin to feel like I'm already there. I mean, even if I open my eyes, I clearly see that I'm not. But, when I close my eyes or I drift off into, another mental space and I feel where I am visioning, it feels so real. And I think the more and more we practice that and the more and more, it happens to us naturally, it just becomes something that we are manifesting. We may not see it, but it's happening. It really is, because it's all up here in our head. So envision, work it out, feel it to be real, because it can be. Steve Harvey said, because I love my man Steve Harvey, I really do. So I remember him saying something like, if you envision it, it's already yours. It's meant to be yours. God doesn't put a vision in your mind that's not meant to be for you. It's your wish. It's your calling. It's what you see. It's what you feel. It's what you want to do. It's for you. No one else has to believe that you can do it as long as you can do it. If you can do it, it's for you. It's you, not their dream, yours. So roll with that. I love it. And I feel like everybody else should embrace that kind of line of thinking, because why would you not? You know what I mean? It makes total and complete sense. So envision it. Another real quick thing is that truth bomb, I have not done a lot of self-care, and I pause because it hurts a little bit. And again, here it is, me being vulnerable. And I'm not talking about self-care like I'm taking a moment to go do my nails or to get a pedicure. Those self-care moments, yeah, that's cool. But self-care to me is a little bit more than that. And although I am grateful for the nail time, okay, going out and getting a facial, something that requires a little bit more time, or something that you don't do often, I feel like is self-care. Having a massage, paying for your own massage, facial, trying to get that, anything that would make you feel like you're working on you, taking moments to kind of like for example, if I wasn't recording this, a good opportunity to just kind of sit down and journal, write out my thoughts, think, meditate, think of the things that I see, think of the things that I see myself doing, having my own moment. Another form of self-care is like maybe just going out with your friends. I don't do that. I stopped doing that. And for so long, I don't even know what the hell that really feels like. Again, it is so bad. But I'm being honest. I don't really have a lot of one-on-one girl time or group girl time. I think my life is consumed with being a mom, and I love it. I love being a mom. It's the biggest blessing I've ever had in my life. But I've let go of a couple of things that have probably aided to me feeling how I feel at times, which is like, I feel sad, or I feel lost or confused or stuck, or just not happy, because I'm not laughing as much. I'm almost living robotically, like I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and everything is timed because now I'm on a schedule with 2 kids. So, it's important for us as women, especially, to have moments where we take care of ourselves and we just go out and we step outside of what we are normally. We are 24/7. We are a mom. We are our jobs. We are what we love to do. But we need to take a moment to kind of just sit back and enjoy life and do things that are fun. Like fun things. If we're not having fun, why are we just living? You know what I mean? To exist? That's not what I don't recommend anybody just to exist or to just get by. And I know sometimes there are circumstances that just happen to be what they are, and we're trying to kind of get out of it, but every day is the same It's the same crap. It's the same freaking mierda. And it sucks. It really does. So what do we do to get out of that? Goes back to what I said before. We got to start somewhere. We got to start small. Right now, I'm starting with this podcast. I'm starting with where I'm at. I'm starting small. I'm starting with something. I'm being proactive about it. I'm going to look at that little black dot so I can focus my eyeballs on there and say, this is what is up. This is now. This is me moving. This is me creating. This is me opening the doors to possibilities, change, having fun, living, connection with people, because I've lost so much connection even with my own family. Like, I don't talk to family members as much. I do miss it. We're going up on 10 years now that my dad has passed, and he was such a force and a glue that kept our family united. And when he passed, no lie, it was like everything just became undone. Slowly but surely, it was just undone. And then COVID hit. Oh my God, that was the worst. That just solidified everything. Family, we're all just like in our own little separate areas. So beginning again and reconnecting, and that is a goal of mine. So, I think those are a couple of things, right? I said I was going to do a couple of things. I wasn't going to list a whole bunch. We could always revisit this topic later. I don't want it to be so long. And I am a little nervous, but that's just me recording my first episode, and I'm just being humble about it, because we all got to start somewhere. And although, here's the truth about me, I hate critique. Maybe it's the Aries in me, or maybe it's the woman in me, or maybe it's just a combo. I don't know, but I hate critique. It irks me. I don't like being judged based on how I look. That's another thing, because I'm constantly being critiqued of being, she looks like a bitch. She looks unhappy. What is wrong with her? Why she look like her shit don't stink? That's not true. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not. So I'm going to hold on a second. I'm going to end this episode with, I am who I am. I am embracing this new beginning. And I hope that you guys, when you see this episode, you feel compelled to want to begin something as well. You want to start something up. And if you do, let me know. I'd love to know. Leave a comment, let's connect, let's talk. And we'll go on a journey together. I'm all about it. The time is now. Y ahora, mi gente, like if there is anything in your life that you feel is boggling you, holding you, has a tight grip, you feel like you can't do nothing, trust and believe that you can. Trust and believe that you can do anything you set your mind to. You just gotta start. It doesn't matter how small it is. Please don't go for the big things. The big things will come. Even if you're inexperienced in this whole thing and how things maneuver or work or what, start somewhere. There's so many things about this, recordings and things like that I have to learn. I have a Mac. I don't even know how to work this thing proficiently. Like, I'm just going in blind. Like, okay, this is weird. This is not a Windows, but I'm doing it. I am doing all the things just so that I could create a little bit more joy and connection, and bring a little bit of who I was back times 100. So I look forward to recording more episodes. I hope this was a little enlightening for you, and I hope you guys feel ready to kind of just embrace and connect with me, and look forward to hearing other episodes and other topics that I may bring up. You never know, because for me, I talk about everything, and it's unfiltered. I know this episode kind of felt a little filtered, but that's just nerves. Vamos a ver. One step at a time. I got you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to talking with you again. Bye.